Testing. Representing Notre Dame are DJ Hopwood and Rick Hunt. Daniel Hand has won the toss and has elected to defer. Notre Dame will receive the opening kickoff, and Daniel Hand will defend the North Pole. As the Notre Dame High School Marching Band, under the direction of Mr. David Roach, plays our national anthem.
Good evening for Madison Public Television and Daniel Hand High School Tiger Football. We're beginning the second half of the 2004 season. Ready to get this game underway against Notre Dame West Haven. Hand will kick off. Andy Davis hits it. Fielded about the 11 or 12. And he is going to be brought down short of the 30.
Man with the ball was Patterson. He's the one that's their high scorer so far in the year and their go-to guy most of the time. So he took it.
So we begin the second half of the season against a good team here, Frank. Notre Dame is 4-1. Their only loss was 24-7 against Shelton last week. Played here. Hand comes into this game 5-0. And they're looking to throw on the first play from scrimmage.
Wow.
Nice catch on the far sideline. Gets away from one man, gets about 10 yards.
Andy Davis takes him down because pretty good move on the offensive player's standpoint out there. He had juked a couple of hand tacklers and made the first down.
Got a first down on it. So this is Kent Sprague with Frank Tordoff. On the camera tonight, we've got Steve Fuse, John Woods, and Josh Matty as our gaffer and camera carrier from the car.
All
that
right.
play is going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage, gained a yard.
Nothing
in on the
there.
tackles, McMahon, Kelly.
And that's a story to be told later. Pat Kelly, one of the Irish Rovers, already at work against the Irish out here of Notre Dame, actually the Green Knights.
The Green Knights of Notre Dame. And Notre Dame is 4-1. They're a strong team this year. This will be a really good test for Ham.
And Notre Dame and Hand, whenever they play, it's usually a pretty tough game.
Looking to throw again. Looking to this side.
No good.
It's dropped on the flat here.
That was McGraw, the quarterback, passing to the Patterson that I was telling you about, and it didn't go anywhere. So Hand needs to hold him at this one.
The coverage there was by number 14, Mike Lutz for Hand.
Mikey likes it Lutz.
Third and long. Third and almost 9.
Okay, they're
Little
going
over
for
8.
it here. With a gun.
They got the receivers on the near side of the field.
They have. They're going to go for the first down.
They're going to roll this way and being pressured. Complete pass
just
on the
about.
sideline.
Oh, it's right there.
That's going to be a first down.
Very nicely executed offensive play, Kent. Quarterback rolled out, kept coming, and his man came to the sideline.
Just enough yardage. That's the 50-yard stripe, isn't it? The way I look at
Just
it.
about, yeah. We're off center here in this.
We're about down between the 30 and the 35, so we can't quite see the 50-yard line very well. 2 first downs for Notre Dame early. They're going to run left.
Yeah, they had
And he's got some room there. Nicely, almost makes the tackle. Another first down, gained about 14.
Oh, Ryan will be kicking himself on that one. That was pretty well moved, that ball that time.
J.J. Johnson finally makes a tackle on the far sideline, but not until he rumbles about 14 yards. So we're clear down about the 36. We're early in this game, no score yet. Notre Dame's first possession, Hand hasn't had it yet. Trap up the middle, and that one is stop call.
Boy, that was well smelled out by the Hand team down there.
That's a guy feeling his orts in the middle there.
That's my man, Stevie Orts.
First man that made contact was Orts. In the middle of that line, it looks like Hand's got a four-man line up front. Steve Orts, Pat Kelly, Peter McMahon. Who's the fourth one?
Okay, I'll have to get the number. Okay.
Looking to throw.
Got a little bit of pressure on him.
Pressure. He's going long. And incomplete pass out in front of the intended receiver. 78 Sullivan is the fourth man in the line.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 10, about 10 and a half. And did put a little pressure on the quarterback. He again rolled to the right, which so far looks like his favorite side. He looks like he's got his power that way. So
3rd and about 11. Expect another pass.
Okay. Hand's got a sort of what you call the nickel D down there.
Shotgun. They got 2 receivers to the right. Rolling right, looking to throw. Orts is trying to contain him. And there's a complete pass. Complete pass, clear down to the 20-yard line, 21.
Son of a gun.
First down.
Again, very, very well thrown ball. Nicely caught, but it was right in the seam of the hand defenders out there. Hand's got to be able to close and read that play a little bit better.
First down at the 21. We're right at the back of the pitcher's mound here in Quigley Stadium. Notre Dame takes a timeout before this play. First down at the 21, and so far Notre Dame has moved the ball rather crisply against Hand.
Yeah, they've had 2 first downs on 3rd down plays.
They're going to go to a toss play going to the left. That one's only going to get to the 20.
Again, Andy Davison on
Andy
that.
Davis, Sullivan, Tony.
Tony the Tiger.
Gain a yard. Mark Tony calls the defensive signals, plays the inside linebacker position. He's a big kid, about 6'3", 255, playing that position for Hand. The other inside linebacker is Andrew Davis. Protecting the corners are Marvin Walker and Ryan Crisco. Looking to throw. Straight back, being pursued, and that's McMahon has a hold of him. Finally, he's brought down by Pat Kelly, clear back at the 30.
But again, it was McMahon who really dove through there and slowed him down, put the brakes on him.
Peter McMahon made that play.
We have a very important announcement.
All right, third down and about 20. Kent.
Yeah, almost 20 yards. Clear back to the 29-yard line.
This has been their money play so far on this drive. Let's see how Hand defends it. They went to 7, I believe, both times. Patterson. And he's looking that way again.
And Tony made some after about
nice
3-yard gain.
Well, what a move by Mark Tony. The quarterback tried to juke him out, and Mark made a beautiful adjustment to it. Very, very quick.
That's going to bring up 4th and about, what, maybe 17?
I would say. So they'll probably go for it, unless they have a kicker.
Yeah, they're clear down to the 27.
Sure. So big play for Hand right here. And they're going to flood this side by the look. Watch out for a misdirection something or other, though.
He's going to look into the right. He's going to throw to the right behind
behind him.
The receiver had not turned around yet, so Hand will take over on down.
And he was open as well. Number 11 was open down deep.
I think the quarterback was expecting that receiver to go out and do a square out right, and he kept going. So it wasn't close to the receiver. Hand will take over to 26.
179 TFM, and the other a GM6.
In the chain now that Hand has the ball.
That's right. Yeah.
The ball is at the 26. So we have 6:53 left in the first quarter. So far, Notre Dame's had the ball the whole game. One possession.
One possession, almost half the period. You're right.
One of the young ones. He's a middle schooler.
Well, we know that they had some pretty good movement out there on offense, and Hand bent but did not break. Thanks for a couple of good defensive plays for the loss.
If you remember last year's season, Frank, and I'm sure you do, after the middle of the season, Hand was really unbeatable. After that period. After they got halfway through the season,
that was when
their defense just absolutely shut everybody down.
Oh, we were really watching that defensive line, particularly under the leadership of Seth Modulewski. Really doing a job out there. And, of course, left over from that, McMahon, Kelly, Sullivan, Orts are all part of that team from last year.
Tony,
Tony, so they all got great experience.
Hand with the ball here at the 26. Ryan Fodor, the quarterback, and gives it to Tommy Lee. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nothing there.
Tripped up.
Those guys are stuck.
That was Tommy Lee on the carry.
That was the get the butterflies out of the stomach. Make that first play, get it going, no matter what happens to it.
Gained about 1.5 feet.
Number 75 right in the middle of the line.
He's a big one, isn't he?
300 pounds on the button, according to the weights and measures chart. Have to see who's got the job of taking care of him.
That's Lee in motion to the left, and it's handed off to Belmont with the ball. Belmont pulls his way forward for about 5, maybe.
5, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
That was Albert Belmont on the carry.
Nice job by Albert, the Prince.
Hit by Rick Munt.
3rd and 5 coming up.
That's kind of interesting.
We're looking right down the line of scrimmage at about the 31.
Right. Ryan's Express.
And Fodor looking to throw. Now he's got room to run, and he's got the first down.
Nice job.
Got the first down to the 40.
And about 4 more on top of that. He looked down there. There was some pretty good coverage, but it opened up in there very well. And he is very fleet of foot. And he's not a small kid either. He's 200 pounds himself and carries himself well. Got a lot of good experience behind him. Nice job.
Hands first down. Down to the 40. Ryan Fodor rolled right. Looking to throw. Didn't see anybody open and kept it himself. That's Belmont going back the other way.
Right.
He's got 3 or 4.
All right. That's feels it out a little bit. Again, he got a couple of 3 yards on that.
They're going to mark it about 3-yard gain.
And again, that just keeps them right in tight.
We've got a good crowd here tonight, Frank. Yeah. When you got a 5-0 team playing a 4-1 team.
That's right. And a lot of history between these two teams. For a number of years we didn't play them, but we have played them big.
There, Belmont gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. Now he's trying to fight his way forward.
Wow.
Didn't get much.
Maybe a yard and a half or two, but whoa.
That was Albert Belmont on the carry.
Gained a yard.
By Rossi Patterson.
There was absolutely nothing there, and he had to spin himself around, and he got a little bit, but that was a tough one.
3rd and 5. And they had a 3rd and 5 last time when Fodor kept it, didn't they?
Yep.
Timeout hand before the play is run with 4:16 left first quarter. This is Hand's first possession. Notre Dame's had it once. No score yet. Big play here if Hand wants to keep the ball going. 3rd and 5. They need to cross the 50-yard stripe if they're going to get a first down. Shotgun, 2 receivers left. Looking left. There's his man, complete pass to Schweitzer. Got a first down.
First down right about the 42-yard line. So Hand has been able to make a couple of good first downs off the 3rd.
Sean Schweitzer went down and button hooked and was wide open. Fodor put it right on the numbers for him.
Shawnee Boy, the pipes, that's Danny Boy. Well, we'll call him Shawnee Boy.
The part of your Irish connection,
Yeah,
right?
hey, another one of the Irishmen. Even with a last name like Schweitzer.
First down Hand. That's Tommy Lee with the ball.
Tommy Lee. It just doesn't look like Hand's going to be able to get a lot right up the middle unless the guys really learn how to hurl those blocks around down there.
By Rob Santoro.
Crosses the 50-yard stripe. Gain about 3. Frank, I'd forgotten about this light standard here. When the teams get down near the end zone on this south end zone, we're looking right through a light standard at him. With the pitch to Tommy Lee going to the right. He's
going to be 3rd and about
cut
4.
down at about the 36.
A little bit bigger hole there that time off that left-hand side.
Tackle by Rick Munt.
3rd and 4 now.
3rd and 4.
Just short of the 35. Fodor operating out of a shotgun, 2 receivers each side. He's looking to the right. Over there is Eckenrode, I think, going deep. And incomplete, a little overshot. That's not Eckenrode. Who is that? 14. Is that Lutz?
Lutz. Mikey likes it, Lutz.
Intended for Mike Lutz falls incomplete.
That was close, but not quite any cigar on that one.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down play, 4th and 4.
Justice of the peace, Lindahl, just coming in.
4th down and 4.
And they're just short of the 35, so they're going to go for it here.
Yeah. Well, again, same kind of thing. They're on the 35. Not going to gain a lot with a punt.
That's Lindahl back there with the quarterback blocking. They're looking to the right, and there's a man over there to get it. Complete pass. First down. Nice catch by Jungle Jim Eckenrode.
Jumping Jungle Jim on that one, huh?
Complete to Jim Eckenrode.
He was so wide open that Fodor almost threw it out of reach.
That's right. I mean, I don't think he expected to see him that way. But again, they did kind of that basketball thing that they do so well by Eckenrode, kind of driving the man down a little bit, then coming out, and Fodor throwing it right to his outside.
Now we're down to the 27, first down Hand, and they've got a good march going here. It's been a long march.
It has indeed.
That's Belmont with the ball. Belmont goes to the right, gets down to the 25.
Again, the very, very well executing defense for the Green Knights out there. As I said, number 75, their nose tackle, 300 pounds on the weights and measures chart, and that takes up a lot of real estate down there, but he's got help from a host of friends.
2nd and 8. Ball right on the, what is that, 25, I guess, from here.
That's right, so, lone setback.
Motion left by Lee and a delay to Belmont, and Belmont runs over a man for a couple yards.
It's going to be 3rd and about 6.
Albert Belmont tackle by Rick Munt.
Third down now, and a good long 6 anyway.
3rd and 7.
Bill Drew over the ball at center. Tight formation here. That's that wing T type operation there with Andrew Davis
Andy
carrying
Davis,
the ball.
he's not going anywhere.
He's stacked up. Not much there.
Whoa.
4th down coming up. It's going to bring up 4th and fairly long.
Very long, yes.
What we got here? 4th and almost 7.
I mean, I wouldn't be. I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to kick one, but the wind is at their back, and maybe it's a little long for
4th
Andy,
down play. They got Schweitzer and Concan to the left, Eckenrode and who's the other one to the right?
far side.
Lutz now motion left. Fodor rolls. Got some time. Now he's going to run it. And Fodor, that's very close to being a penalty there. That was an elbow to the nose.
High. Yeah, that was very high.
First down hand.
Nice job by Ryan, and he paid for that. With a little bruise there, I think, but that was very high. It came high.
That was an elbow high right to the bridge of the nose, I think. First down. They can get a first down at about the 3, between the 3 and the 4.
You're right.
And that's Lindahl with the ball.
Well, he's not going to get much. He may have had a little forward progress, but not much.
Until they get past that light tower, we can't really tell what's going on in the middle of that line, can we?
No, not one of our favorite fields of all the ones we go to, is it?
That is the end of the first quarter.
Well, the first quarter ran out
there.
Now we'll come down there where we can see it. So after one period of play, 0-0, and Hands driving the ball. We switch into the field so we can see where we're going. That was an interesting first quarter. It went fast. Each team had the ball for one long drive, and Hands still got their drive going. That's Belmont with the ball. Belmont is trying to run over some people, get down to the 10.
Going to be 3rd and short 1, I'd say, maybe 1.5. Again, Albert doing a good job getting it in there, muscling it up.
Yeah, they're going to need almost 2. Ball's right on the 10-yard line.
Well, this gives Hand a lot of choices, though, because Ryan's fleet of foot as well. He can get out there. We've already seen him with one nice first down, but he's also been fairly accurate already tonight. Completions to Schweitzer and Eckenrode.
We got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and
nice.
Belmont should have that first down.
By far, yeah, it's going to be about the 6. And what it was is they really showed it looking like pass situation, and Notre Dame played it that way, and the hand down linemen were able to open up a pretty nice hole right off the center position.
Timeout for Notre Dame before Hand runs their 1st and goal at the 6. They had to get to the 8, and they made it to the 6. So Hand's first attempt to score here. We'll take a break. Well, Frank, Notre Dame Green Knights took a timeout here, and the Notre Dame coach was complaining about the ball placement, and the referees are still conferring. Coach Philippone for Hand on the far side is wondering what is it they're talking about, I think.
Well, the thing is you've got a drive going, and you don't want to lose the momentum. And right now, Hand's momentum is starting to drop down. You know what I mean? There was a rhythm working and all that sort of stuff, and now it's slowed down by the timeout. And now with this extra long time, you wonder what's going to happen because the guys are just standing there. Man, it's not the warmest day.
Yeah.
Fortunate the wind has died.
It's a lot better than last week, Frank.
Oh,
everything's relative.
Last week was bizarro weather.
Yeah, we had a Class 1 hurricane off of Long Island Sound last week.
And I think
with lightning and thunder.
Yeah, Stephen King was in the audience, I think. The way it was so weird. But I don't see how they could change the placement after they've already run a play.
Yeah, we were speculating about when the quarter ran out and they moved the ball from one end of the field to the other, whether or not they put the ball down in the right place. But it's a little late to try to correct anything on that, isn't it? Here we go. We're finally going to have a ball game breakout here. First and goal at the 6. Over the ball at center.
All right, first down.
They got a power eye, strong to the right. With Tony in there to block. And that's Lee. Gets to the 5. 1 yard gain.
That was Tommy Lee on the carry. Tackled by DJ Hopwood.
Ooh. This time they're going to come out in a straight eye. They got 2 receivers to the left. That's Eckenrode and Schweitzer. 2nd and goal at the 5 now. Fodor's going to roll to the left. Now he's going to throw a little low in the end zone for Eckenrode. He had his man there. He just couldn't quite get it to him.
Well, that's right. And again, you're rolling out to your left, not your strong side. And got to square those shoulders. He did get him fairly well squared, but he was still moving and wasn't able to get it all on the ball that he wanted.
I think we're going to see another pass the end zone. Hand just brings in 2 more receivers.
Yeah, I do too. They're trying to see. Right now they're right in between the hash marks too. So they try this, see what they can do. Hopefully get it in the end zone. But if not, then it is pretty well set up for a
Ryan Fodor brings his men out. Going to operate out of a shotgun. 2 receivers each side. 3rd and goal. Rolling left. Now he's being pursued, and Belmont does a good job of blocking.
Open! Yes!
There's a flag down, Frank.
Oh, shoot.
We got a flag down at about the 10-yard line.
Oh, it's 2 Schweitzer, but
Sean Schweitzer makes the catch, but that one's going to come back, I'm afraid. It was back where the block was made. Well, that touchdown will be called back.
that's a 10-yarder from the spot. So it's going to be 3rd and 15.
He made that a holding call, but it was on the block over there trying to protect Fodor, give him enough time to throw. Rolled clear to the left, threw back to the right. He's got a strong enough arm to do that. Still goal to go, but now the ball's at about the 15. Got a little more room to work.
There's a lot of pressure was on Fodor, though, but
Looking to the right. There's his man in the
Nice!
end zone. Complete pass to Lutz. Mike Lutz makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown.
Lutz. The express ball thrown by Ryan. Courtesy. Ryan's Express.
Touchdown, Daniel Hand.
Mike Lutz makes a nice catch in the end zone. 10 left before the half for the first score of this game.
Nicely executed, nicely thrown. Again, right now we see that Ryan has a great way of putting the ball just out of reach of the defenders.
Andrew
Whoa,
Davis
he
slips when he
goes
kicked
through.
it, but he put it through.
Oh, safe at first. And it counts for 3 points.
7-0, and Andrew Davis, both feet went out from under him. He landed right on his backside there as he kicked, but he made it.
He looked like Johnny Damon sliding in a second base. Oh, wrong sport. Hello. Andy Davis is a great baseball player as well.
Andrew Davis doesn't have as much hair.
Not as much hair, no.
We have 10-10 left in the first half. We'll take a break before the kickoff. Andrew Davis to kick off.
Hopefully he gets a pretty good shot down here, and he really wants to try to bring it right out here, out of Patterson. Patterson is the number on the far side.
Andrew Davis.
And he does put it up to him.
Hits it down about the 17. And it's run up the middle. Good return. Lindahl has a hold of him at about the 38.
That was Rossi Patterson on the return. Tackled
Boy.
by Marvin Walker. First and
Well, he
10
got to
for
pick
eight.
that up at almost the 20-yard line, so it was a good return right there.
Yeah, Marvin Walker in on tackle. Lindahl there.
Yep.
And scores first in this game against the Green Knights of Notre Dame West Haven. And each team had the ball once in the whole first quarter.
Wing right, done. Motion, quick. Outside. Quarterback
Quarterback snap,
Nice.
and somebody
Nice.
came in from the backside. Who was that? That made a really good play.
Tony
on-
the Tiger.
Tackled by Mark Tony.
Stevie
Mark
failing his
Tony.
oats. Also was in a, kind of collapsed the line right down on the running back that time.
Yard gain. Ball to 29 now. Notre Dame puts two receivers to the right side.
Same play. Same play. Yup.
Quarterback
Got him.
keeps.
Come on. Got him.
And they
Up.
got that one smelled out pretty well, too. That
Well,
one
you know,
gains a
Walker
yard.
came in and turned him on the inside. He was trying to get outside Walker, and Walker did a great job. Walker strolled in there and made sure he couldn't get to the outside of him. How do you like that one?
He strolled instead of walking.
He strolled instead of walked. That's right.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure the coach will like the term either strolling or walking, but
They're down now in 7.
is again normally see a passing situation. Quarterback like to roll to his roll to his right, and that's where the receivers are going. Although tight ends on this side.
You got all the receivers on the far side. Quarterback looking that way. Now the man across the middle and a complete pass.
First down.
First down at the 47.
Again, that's Patterson. Again, we call him the go-to man before we even started the game.
Team number 7.
Yep, Rossi Patterson.
47-yard line.
First down Notre Dame.
I don't know why Stevens going inside. I have no clue. Stevens doing his own thing here.
Right, they're doing the same setup. They like that
Strong
pass.
to the right. Quarterback
thing.
rolling right. Going to keep it. They're trying to string it out.
Ah, nice.
Nicely Crisco.
Nice lick, Crisco, yep.
Lutz all in there.
Yeah, they were. And Woods was right behind him.
By Ryan Knisley. 2nd and 9 for Notre Dame.
Gained a short 1. 2nd and 9. I guess they use those 3 wideouts on their right side as blockers over there. Now
That's
they
right.
bring the 3 wideouts to the left.
That's right. That's correct. And he's
Quarterback
looking.
to
Yep,
throw
gotta put some
this
pressure
way,
on him.
being pursued.
He's got some. He's
He's
going
going to
deep.
throw long.
Man's
Oh, there's a
open.
man down there. Complete pass inside the 10. Beautiful catch.
Boy, he just got that away, too. Mark Tony hit him just as he was
Oh, we got a
releasing it.
penalty against Notre Dame here.
Oh, we
Illegal
do?
receiver downfield.
Whoa.
Never did see the flag, but I see the signal by the referee.
Did not see it come out, but Mark Tony really gave a licking on the quarterback. But again, he got that away beautifully. He's got a nice touch.
Quarterback rolling left and threw it further than I would expect you'd be able to throw it, rolling left like that.
Eben McGraw, he's a junior, so we'll see him again next year. 6 foot, 190 pounder. Knows what he's doing out there.
Penalty on Notre Dame, ineligible receiver downfield.
Okay, hand dodged a bullet that time,
Yeah,
just as
sure did.
so both teams have now had a touchdown taken back
It's 2nd down now and about 15.
from the gun.
Trips right, gun.
Whoa!
Reverse coming back this way. And
Tony.
Mark Tony finally runs him down from behind.
It's about a 10-yard gain, but it's going to be 3rd and about 6 or 7.
The flow went to the right. The ball came back to the left.
Very, very nice play by Tony to defend that. They had opened up a pretty good hole with all the flow, like you say, going to the other direction. And they brought the running back counter to that.
They're down 7 now.
Trips right.
So again, passing situation. You got
Looking to throw, and oh, he is nailed right at the time he threw the ball. Almost a nice catch. Nisley and Johnson on the coverage.
that's right.
Bring up 4th down.
Intended for Rossi Patterson.
Mark Tony was right on the quarterback when he threw that ball.
Oh, J.J. Johnson's doing a great job, isn't he, huh?
Yeah, he's playing a lot. Matt Gordon into the game, Dan Brunt, and Notre Dame in punt formation. Jimmy Eckenrode back to return. He's going to stand on the 10. This kid can really kick it. I was watching him in practice. That's a good high kick. Signal for a fair catch. It's going to be inside the 10.
6-yard line.
About the 6.
Wow. Nicely done.
Good kick by Notre Dame. We have 6:36 left before the half. Hand is leading 7-0.
Well, they've got a long ways to go.
Long ways to go.
That was a 38-yard punt by number 9.
38-yard punt, no run back.
Took sort of a boomerang move there, didn't it? Off to the side.
First and 10 on the 7-yard line.
Well, we'd like to see about a 6.5 minute drive here, capped off with a score.
Yep, you sure would. Oh, this is right. This defense has been very, very good on defending the run. And that normally would be Hans' bread and butter down at the end like this, right in your own end zone.
They're in a power eye. And
Oh, ball down.
oh, was that ball loose? I think he didn't handle that ball
No.
cleanly from the center.
That's right. I think it was
Mark
a
Fodor
miscue.
got it back. Right at the line of scrimmage.
Fumble and recovery by Ryan Fodor.
Ball is getting a little cold, probably, Frank.
Yeah.
It is a chilly night down in the 40s.
At least it's not precipitating.
Let's hand off to
Get a little bit.
pile of humanity.
Maybe a couple of yards. That's just not going to. You know, that is hard yardage right there in the center because both teams are good, but defense has the advantage at that point.
Third down along 6.
And you really don't want to get very fancy down in there.
Well, you think he will run again? Third
No, I think
third and
they'll.
almost 6.
I think they'll
little
try
over
to see if they can get the first down with a down and out.
Fodor's rolling, looking to throw.
He's got it.
Got it. First down hand. Caught by number 1, Eckenrode.
Man,
Jim Eckenrode.
Jungle Jim.
It's a Daniel Hand first down.
They had quite a few green shirts over there covering,
Oh, they
but
did.
Eckenrode got away from his man enough to catch that ball.
And you know, that's a dangerous area to be passing with that much green around.
Yeah.
Because it's just a hop,
it.
skip, and a jump into the end zone, but it
Pick
worked.
that one off, and you only got 15 yards to go to put it in the end zone there. First down for Hand.
Oh, he's got. All right. Yeah, but there was a
That's
pretty
Belmont carrying the ball.
pretty good sized hole there that time, Ken.
They gained 4.
And I think old Prince Albert was a little surprised at the size of that hole too, because he was kind of waiting for it to open up, and it opened up a little bit earlier than he expected.
6 for Notre Dame.
All right.
That's Lee with the ball going to the left. and
Oh, he's still up.
Tommy Lee hasn't had a lot of running room.
He's got
He
maybe-
gains a yard, and that's about it.
And depending on where they spot the forward progress.
Well, they're going to give him a couple yards.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee on the carry, tackled by David Rua.
Yeah, the ball did move significantly past that 25-yard position, but woo, tough yards down there, particularly.
Third and about 3. They need a little over 3 yards here to keep the ball. Fodor looking left.
Oh, he's got him.
A little out of reach to Eckenrode, so Hand will have to punt it out of the deep in their own end of the field.
Intended for Jim Eckenrode, ball incomplete. Fourth down Hand.
We're just under 4 minutes before the half, so Notre Dame has quite a bit of time. Ryan Nieslick to kick. Notre Dame drops 2 men back at about the
timeout.
40.
Timeout Hand.
Jeez.
And calls a timeout before they get the kickoff. After that timeout by Hand, Ryan Nieslick to kick. A good snap. Nicely gets a good kick out of there. High kick. Fair catch called at about the 41. About the 40, I guess they're going to mark it.
About a
First and 10, Notre Dame.
35
That
yarder.
was a good punt.
Yep.
High kick. No return.
No return. Net 35 yards, kick 35. Good job. All right, but good field position.
Ball at the 40. Got 3:49 left before the half. They're going to run right in the middle of the line and breaks through for a little bit of a hole there.
Yeah,
Close to 5.
that was
Ball carried by Dave
nicely
Devine,
brought
given
down by
Matt
Pat Kelly.
Second and 6 for Notre Dame.
They're going to mark it a 4-yard gain.
Now, what was it? You know, if there's just a big pile in the middle, we say it was taken down by McMahon, right? I
That's when they're wearing the black uniforms where we can't tell what the number is.
I see. Okay. I thought his mother slipped you a couple of bucks to make
Look
sure.
at the throw. And
Down.
that's Orts.
Oh, Stevie likes it. Orts, he's eating his oats.
Had him with a shirt tail.
Oats, barley, everything. Got it. Nice.
Nice. Tackle by Mark Tony.
He goes in there kind of freewheeling a lot, but boy, he's fast. Good size.
3rd and 14 coming up. And we're inside of 3 minutes now.
They're talking about how teams like Rhode Island like the look of him, and they should. I'll tell you, he's Rhode Island, Northeastern, New Hampshire, places like that are looking at Stevie Orts, and well, they should.
Yeah, I expect another pass here.
Yeah, you would think so. That's the,
They're not going to pass.
Toss.
They're going to run this way,
Wow,
and
wow.
he is knocked down at the 40.
That is McMahon.
Carry tackle by Ryan
Crisco belted him on there. McMahon, Tony also in on the
I
tackle.
don't know where Crisco got in on that, but he got some publicity. But
A 4-3-star.
4th and 10 now.
all right,
We're coming up to 2 minutes left in the half.
nice defensive series by the Tigers.
That was a good defensive series.
KNB.
Notre Dame is no hurry here because they'd like the half to run out. Punt formation, short punt formation, and a high kick.
Returnable. Whoops.
Eckenrode makes the catch, goes to the left, got a block, got another one.
He could.
Got another one. Oh, he's gonna have to see if he can outrun some people. He cleared down to the 35, however. Good. We got a flag on the field there, Frank.
They do, but I thought it was a clean hit. I don't know what it was about.
There's a penalty marker back on the 40-yard line.
Clip on that block.
There was no clip on that block. That's brutal. Now the kid made it because it was a wicked hit, but it looked clean all the way to me.
Jimmy Eckenrode caught that ball in traffic there and broke through.
Who lit him up?
I saw some pretty good blocking there. We'll take a break with an injury timeout for a Notre Dame man. Minute 38 left in the half, and there was an illegal block on that. Nice return by Jim Eckenrode, so the ball is pushed clear back at the 37.
I think that's a shame because I really don't think it was that kind of a bad block. I thought it was.
Tommy Lee makes a spin, still on his feet, but gains a yard or two.
Yeah, it was in my vision, but I wasn't particularly focused on it. But it did not look like a block in the back to me.
Tommy Lee on the carry.
So it really negated a wonderful run by Jimmy Eck.
Yeah, that was a great run. Second and 7. Fodor looking to throw.
Oh, he's got deep.
Oh, there's a man open there if he can get it. Is he out of bounds?
Oh, he's saying it's
Out of
out.
bounds. No good.
Oh, my God.
Jim Eckenrode is out of bounds.
Good shot, though.
Down hand.
That was very close to going all the way
Oh,
for a
yeah.
score. We have 1 minute, 1 second left in the first half of this game. Hand leading 7-0. Now it's 3rd and 7. Eckenrode left, Schweitzer to the right. It's handed off to the first man, Belmont, through.
That was Albert Belmont on the carry.
That'll bring up 4th down.
Tripped up by Rick Munt.
Somebody call a timeout.
Down for Daniel Hand.
No, they just
4th and 5. Hand will have to punt. We have 53 seconds left in the half.
nobody deep yet.
I think somebody called a timeout.
Yeah, I
there.
think so too.
Yeah, we got a timeout. Not sure who took it, but we got less than a minute left before the half. Notre Dame took that timeout. The Ryan Neislich to punt. Notre Dame's got 2 men back to return. High snap. Neislich gets a high boomer out of there. Fair catch call, clear down to the 30.
Beauty.
Another good kick by Neislich.
Beauty.
Came Jermaine with a fair catch right around the
Again, about a
30-yard line.
35-yarder again. No, actually a little more than that. A little over 40, I would say, 44. Nice job.
That was a 32-yard punt.
32.
Check that, 38-yard punt.
I think he's still, that's closer,
Keep
but I still
adding
think
and you'll
he's,
still get it.
I think he's still like, he's the approximate announcer anyway.
38 yards in the air, no return. That's a pretty good punt. Notre Dame with the ball at the 30-yard line. We got 46 seconds left in the half. Hand's got 3 down linemen. Everybody else is in pass coverage. We're going to reverse back this way. And, big run. Finally, Eckenrode's got a hold of him, throws him out of bounds. Big run. Jim Eckenrode in there to help protect against passes, but that was a big run on a draw.
Boy, again, yeah, on the draw, and it was good blocking from the offensive line right up tight. He broke through, and Hand was just all checked off. Jimmy's the one with the speed, could knock him down, did a good job.
The ball now is at the 43. 37 seconds left in the half. Now they're going to throw it every time, I believe.
Well, I would think so.
3 receivers to the far side. Quarterback looking right, looking across the middle. And intercepted back there by Eckenrode. Jimmy Eckenrode, there's a flag down.
Flags.
A flag is thrown behind the Hand defense, but I think it's well after the interception.
Yeah. Well after the interception. Well.
Pass was intercepted by Jim Eckenrode.
We've got a hold against Hand.
Penalty marker.
Oh boy, it'd be a different game if Hand didn't have these couple of penalties, you know. Woo!
27 seconds left in the first half. Hand may just kneel it down here and let the clock run out on the
Illegal block in the back.
illegal block. But Hand retains possession after the interception by Eckenrode. I would expect Fodor to kneel down on this one. What do you think?
Yep.
Yeah. Ryan Fodor takes the ball 1 step backwards, kneels down. Clock run down to 18 seconds and running. I don't think Notre Dame has a timeout left.
No, they did take 3.
So that should be the last play of the half. We're going to go into the half with Daniel Hand High School leading the Green Knights of Notre Dame West Haven 7-0 after 2 periods of play.
That is the end of the first half with the score. Daniel Hand 7, Notre Dame nothing.
Gentlemen, the Daniel Hand Tiger Marching Band is under the direction of Richard Sabano. Drum majors, Chrissy Keys, Louisa Lauer, speed trainer, and Corey Erb will lead the band downfield to the 1984 High Energy Pop Tune Cruel Summer. your band of Black Squad will perform our school fight song, On Wisconsin. How about that biker band, ladies and gentlemen?
Second half coming up. This is Kent Sprague with Frank Tordoff. We got Steve Fust on the camera. John Woods is here. Josh Motti is helping. Hand won the toss at the beginning of the game, Frank, and deferred to the second half, so they'll get the ball first here in the second half.
Sure do it. I think the first half was pretty even overall. I mean, the score shows Hand 7-0, and that's probably the way
That's a long kick. Look at that
Wow.
one. Clear into the end zone over the head of Tommy Lee, so Hand will get it on the 20.
That's what I was saying, that, you know, Hand was ahead by the 7 points, but other than probably the drive that brought him down there, everything else was pretty even Steven as far as, you know, passes and on each team and completions and yardage.
Still
And
quite a
Hand-
few penalties, weren't there?
A lot of penalties, particularly on Hand, ones you don't see. There was the controversial one that called back Eckenrode's long run there on the kick. But, hey, what can you do? Hopefully not the same this time and get a little more points on the board.
Hand gets the ball first at the 20.
Oh,
It's
nice.
pitched running wide, trying to cut around the corner. A ball is in the air.
Nose down
They call him down, I believe.
immediately.
Tommy Lee carried the ball. Gained a yard. They just haven't sprung Tommy Lee for anything tonight, have they?
No, the defensive line for Notre Dame is big right in the front, but they're also very fast at the linebacker position, so there's not a lot of room to move down there.
Tommy Lee is the smallest kid on the field out there. He needs to get wide and use his speed a little
Use his
bit.
speed, that's right, 170 pounds soaking wet.
That's Belmont with
Belmont.
the ball, and he gets about a yard, and that's all. Going to bring a third down and long 6.
He was first hit by Rob Santoro.
Yeah, talking again about number 75 down there for Notre Dame, he is a moose.
He's right in the middle of the line opposite the center, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a junior. John Moffitt, 6'4", 300 pounds, and he looks like a good solid 300 pounds.
Yeah, he's not just a fat kid, is he?
Not baby fat at all. Third down.
Looking to throw, Ryan Fodor,
Oh,
and he throws behind Belmont a little bit. I'll bring up 4th down.
Half pass from
Eckenrode cleared out deep, and Belmont came underneath, but Fodor couldn't find him.
Belmont falls incomplete.
Be a punt for him.
Daniel Hand.
well, let's see if number 7 comes back in. He's the one that was injured on the field.
If you get out your ticket, it's
Had his bell rung pretty hard, and he was on the sidelines for part of the second period.
Nisley to kick. He's going to hit the ball at about the 15.
Ooh.
High snap. And it gets a lower kick out of there. It's going to hit and bounce and pick up on the roof. And coming this way. And there's a flag down. Flag down at the 45.
Well, that should be a block in the back there.
Matt Gordon in on the stop. Also on those kick returns, Mike Pascaloni, number 20, is in there all the time, and that's going to be a holding against Hand.
Face mask or something then?
So they're beginning the second half with mistakes too, Frank.
Yeah, that's going to push it down. Yeah, holding on Hand, defensive holding. Huh.
You don't see that call a lot.
It's going to be 10, going to give him the 35-yard line. Boy, that's handicapping him pretty well, isn't it, huh?
Woo. Ball clear down to the 35.
First and 10, Notre Dame.
First down at the 35. Hand is leading 7-0, but Notre Dame has it in the wrong end of the field here for them.
Official timeout. Official timeout.
I think Coach Philippon wanted an explanation of what that last penalty was. They've had quite a few of those penalties that were either holding or a block from behind, those kind of illegal blocks.
They sure have been.
And,
Kerry can do that.
and the defense will be tested again here.
50-50 raffle number.
Well,
771-624. Please come to the press box. 771-624.
Mark Tony calling the defensive signals.
We have an official timeout.
jeez. Well, we've had a bunch of that sort of thing, haven't we, huh?
Okay, a couple of reminders. First of all, we have that concession stand, which will stay open through the fourth period. Right, tell your midget football league. And we have
The referees have had more huddles than the teams here.
Yeah, they have. It's almost like it must be a team that doesn't work together very much or something.
First down for Notre Dame at the 35.
Good field position.
They're going to run right,
Toss right.
and Tony has a hold of him.
Oh, he does.
That was Dave Tremine on the
He
carry.
just
Tackled by Mark
rode him
Tony.
down.
About a 2-yard gain.
Oop, number 7 just came back in, so I guess he's feeling good enough to play. That's Patterson, Rossi Patterson.
He's a good player for them. He's
Good
split
player.
wide right.
He's the one that's caught most of their passes in the back.
Shotgun formation here for Notre Dame.
He's out there again for it. He's going to be
And
looking
the quarterback
for him.
looking that way.
Looking right at him.
And throws it to him. He was the intended receiver. Lots was right with him.
Patterson from Evan McGraw.
Couldn't say that was telegraphed very much, could you? I mean,
Congratulations to tonight's winner in the 50
Third and 7.
The parent of a Notre Dame band member.
Good crowd out here on a chilly evening in West Haven.
good
Quigley
football
Stadium.
weather. Yeah. Love it.
At least they're out in left field now. They're not up on the pitcher's mound or something.
If anybody that's listening to this, watching this game on Monday night isn't here,
Going to swing to the left.
oh,
and
nicely
got him.
ridden down by
Ryan
Nisley.
Nisley, the free safety, came clear up to run that play down. Fourth down coming up.
By Ryan Najalik.
Nicely ran down. Fourth down.
Down for Notre Dame.
Lost a yard or two.
He did. Nice.
Fourth and 8 now.
Boy,
They're too far down the field to punt.
Yeah,
so-
Ryan really read that beautifully. So here again, they threw a pass into the end zone that was called back at about the same position last time.
And will be tested on this one.
They sure will.
Got the receivers to the right. Now he's looking left.
Going
And
deep
throwing-
again.
Oh, man, open out there. Man, wide open, overshot it. So hand takes over on down.
Wide
That
open.
could have been an easy score for Notre Dame if he hadn't thrown it quite so long.
Ryan didn't like it much that time. Oh,
Official timeout.
the receiver got injured on that when he went down on the ground after diving for the ball.
He probably knocked the wind out of himself when he took a
knee they're
dive at
working
it.
on, but
We'll take a break here with an injury timeout to Notre Dame West Haven, man.
roll time. First down for Hand.
About 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Hand leading 7-0, and they just dodged a bullet down there.
They sure
Man
did.
wide open, 5 yards in the clear, and the quarterback could not get the ball to him. That's Belmont going around from the near side, and a good gain. Gained about 7 or 8.
7 or 8, that's right. And boy, he held onto that ball beautifully because all those green jerseys were trying to rip it out of him.
He does a good job of hanging onto the ball.
Nice job.
2nd and 3.
Really
Every time he carries the ball, there are a couple of guys tackling him and a couple of guys ripping at the ball.
And Ryan, excuse me, but Albert, it's been great to watch him develop and mature over the last couple of years.
Gained 8 yards on that run.
Sure did.
There's
Again.
Davis coming around. Davis should have the first
It's going to
down.
be close. I think the spot should give it.
Yeah, should have the first down.
He earned it.
First down Hand, just short of the 45.
Handy Andy.
That was Andrew Davis on the carry. First hit by Marcus Smith.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for Daniel Hand.
Hand kind of gets it out of the hole a bit.
Need to get some more margin. Keep on coming, Hand. Let's go, babe.
Gibbons and Gavin are the two guards. It's a run this way, and Tommy Lees bounces it out and takes it for a good run, clear down to the 30.
Nice job.
28.
That was Tommy Lee on the carry.
About a 25, 26, 27 yarder.
Daniel Hand.
That's the first time he's really bounced one out and gotten open a bit.
They were able to seal off the corner enough to give him the time to get out there and really open it up. And the only one that could bring him down again was the linebacker Patterson, who's also their scat back. It was speed on speed.
First down at the 28. And with trips left, 3 receivers on the far side.
Fast Eddie Drew's little brother, Billy, out there. Oh, movement.
Somebody flinched.
Ah.
One of the guards rocked forward a little early.
A little bit.
5-yard penalty.
Illegal motion on Daniel Hand. 1st and 15.
It's not a big penalty, Frank, but it kind of messes up the sequence here.
Yeah, and the rhythm and all that sort of thing. You're right. Because, you're getting excited. Things are starting to move. You're the man right next to the guy with the ball. Yeah, that'll cause some headaches or something at the practice.
Fodor rolling left,
He's
being
got some
protected
open
by
run
Belmont.
himself. Oh,
Now a
he's
long
going deep,
pass.
deep.
And
Got it.
there's a catch in the end zone and a flag down too. I think they're going to call a pass interference on the defense, and
Face masking type thing.
let's see what they call
I hope Eckenroe didn't push off.
It'd be hard to push off.
Yes.
They're going to call out against Jim Eckenroe.
Yes, they are.
How can you push off when you got both hands in the air looking for the pass?
Oh. That is.
I don't think that's a very good call.
Oh.
Actually, the defensive man was sort of face guarding him there.
Yes, he was.
Eckenroe went up above him. Came down with a ball. Beautiful catch.
Now, wait a minute. Where were they marking that off from? Why was it?
Offensive pass interference, 15-yard penalty.
Why was it from way back there?
2nd down for Daniel Hand.
Why wasn't it from the line marker? Anyway, I think they got an extra 5 yards of penalty out of that.
I have
Maybe
no
that was
idea.
payback for the other one. But that's 2 touchdowns Hands had pulled back.
Well, now they got a long ways to go. Fodor looking to throw.
Ah.
Incomplete pass, aiming for Schweitzer on the far side.
Third down.
They're down about 30. I still go back, 3 or 4 years ago when Timmy Chalmers was a good receiver for
Yeah.
They had like a third down and
35.
and they made 36 on the play.
Yeah, I remember that one very well.
Fodor rolling left, being protected. Going to throw long.
Deep again.
There you go, looking deep. That's Eckenrode on the far sideline, a little overthrown. I think that ball probably sailed out of bounds. Hand will have to punt.
Pass from Ryan Fodor intended for Jim Eckenrode falls incomplete.
Well, Hand has shot themselves in the foot every time they've had a really good scoring opportunity here.
2 touchdowns called back, and then the long run on the kick return by Eckenrode called back, which was a 45-yard run.
So this is still a ball game, 7-0. Nisley gets it out of there. It's going to be fielded on the run. And brought clear back across the 30 to 34. Peter McMahon in on the tackle.
Yeah, also tripping him up was a pretty good job out there by Matt Gordon as well. Boy, oh boy.
Well, it's a 34.
I still don't.
7.5 minutes left in the third quarter now. This is still a ball game. 7-point difference. Hand is leading. They're going to run this way, and finally
man.
Tony wraps him up.
Oh,
If Tony hadn't made that tackle, man had open field
he
ahead
sure
of him.
did. But I'm wondering if Mark Tony was in the Notre Dame huddle. Did he know where that play was going? Holy smokes! He read that thing beautifully.
Does he see which way a blocker goes, or does he just watch the ball carrier?
He's eyeing the ball carrier, and part of that is where he is in there is to watch that counter.
2-yard gain on that run.
From the gun.
Shotgun. Quarterback rolling right. Orts is after him over there. And
intercepted?
I get caught. That's Crisco makes the interception on the far sideline.
Crisco fries him again.
Ryan Crisco was down low. Picked that one off in front of the receiver.
And again, you could almost telegraph that ball, and Ryan was able to step in front of him, very low pass, and pick it off.
It's about to 45 now.
Pretty close to where Hand had it on.
After that
long penalty.
Co-captain Ryan Crisco makes the interception. Gives the ball back to Hand at the 45. Ryan Fodor pitches to Tommy Lee. Lee's trying to cut back. Now he's open. Got a little yard.
Nice
Got about
job.
9 yards.
Never say die. Never say die, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee. What a run that was.
You don't realize that he isn't very large when he gets standing beside Mark Tony and
gosh, no. We saw
Bill
that
Drew and a few of those guys.
during the interviews the other day. Last week you could see that a little bit, but he must have been standing next to the Crisco kid. Picked up a little bit of that Crisco on him.
2nd and 9. That's Belmont going around. Belmont breaks the tackle.
Fighting.
He looks like he's going to be just short of a first down.
That was Albert Belmont.
A little bit
close.
of forward progress, but not a lot.
Very close.
Tackled by John Moffitt.
Oh, man, that's close. I don't think that's a first down, but
Belmont came off of the wing that time and went to the left.
he was looking to cut up inside a little bit quicker, and probably that's one of those you make that decision in the flash, and a few extra quick steps he might have been able.
They're going to measure this.
Yeah.
I think the guys over there with the sticks, they're leaning it away from where the ball is.
I do think.
They're going to be a few inches short.
Well, they're going to bring it in.
About a football length short.
The yard marker is being used to spot the ball. It's 3rd and short.
Oh, man.
3rd and short. They aren't having a lot of success running inside on this big Notre Dame line, are they?
No, they're not. I mean, it's one of those things that you wonder if maybe as you go through the game, they will wear down the front line of Notre Dame, but you don't know. They look like they're in pretty good shape. Look like a pretty well-conditioned crew out there. My goodness gracious, I got some more.
They're signaling it's a 4th down.
5-5-0. Putting 4 seconds back up.
I'll put a little more time on it. Okay. Okay, 3rd and short here. And we got 22 football players in a very small space out there. This is going to be a clash of helmets.
Yeah, it's a good place for a QB sneak. Oh, that's it right there.
Hey, that'll give it to him.
I don't think I saw any offense move, do you?
No, I didn't see anybody on the offense move. But I've been fooled a few times earlier in this game by these referees.
Yep,
Yeah,
okay.
that gives them a 1st down. That was Lindahl that was in the backfield that was going to get that ball.
Yeah, he's developing some pretty good moves now himself. He's had some good time in there.
1st down hand at the 31.
He's a little bit lighter than Tommy Lee is, by about 10 pounds, but he's a tough one.
Lindahl at the tailback. Lindahl's going to get the ball. Coming to the right. Crosses the 30, gains a yard.
Man alive, those are tough yards in there, aren't they?
That was Justin Lindahl on the carry, tackled by TJ Hopwood.
Just another piece.
This is a pretty good defensive football team in Notre Dame.
Oh, you know, you really expect that. Through the years, they put a number of players into the Division I field, particularly as linebackers. They've sent 2 or 3 linebackers, 2 that I know of, to University of Wisconsin, and have been All-Americans out there.
2nd and 9. You remember several years ago they had a big tight end that was just a dominant player.
Yes.
I was talking to one of the fathers of a Notre Dame player before the game, asked him what happened to that kid, and he said he's a sophomore now at Rutgers.
Rutgers, okay.
Playing at Rutgers.
Well,
I've
we
forgotten his name. We'll take a break here with a timeout. After that timeout, 2nd and 9. And we've got the 1st string on the camera now. We've got Josh Matty operating the camera.
Save the best to last.
Looking to throw. Fodor looking down deep.
Oh!
Looking for Eckenrode. 3 defenders over there. Incomplete.
Jeez. Guys on him.
There's a flag on the turf there, Frank. What do we got?
Well, defensive pass interference? Holding? Yeah.
Holding against Notre Dame.
No wonder he couldn't get out there, huh? Jeez, finally a
The only
flag.
guy out over there was Eckenrode, so that had to have been holding against him, I would think.
I don't think the green was holding hands with green. Jungle Jim Eck. Drawing a lot of attention, isn't he, huh? Should be another 1st down.
1st down hand. We're at 4:41 3rd quarter. Hand leading 7-0, and if they can stick it in the end zone again here, it'll give them a little bit more breathing room.
Yeah, you want to do that because, boy, this is a tough game.
I expected before this game, Frank, that this would probably be Hand's toughest game of the whole season, the regular season anyway.
Well, this is West Haven.
Because they're not only playing a good team, but they're playing at their
field. Yep. And this is not an easy field to play on, I don't think.
1st down at the 20. And that's Belmont with the ball, trying to bounce it outside, and he doesn't get it much. Gains a yard.
Albert Belmont on the carry, tackled by TJ Hopwood.
Yeah,
this is the test to see really what kind of character you got and how good a football team do you really have.
You bet. You bet. Yeah, this is a hard field to play on. It's not our favorite one to broadcast from, but we don't know from being on the field. It's hard to go around between the dirt and the pitcher's mound and, you know, all of that sort of thing.
2nd down, about 9.5 to go. Fodor rolling left. He's being blitzed, picked up. Oh, and there's an incomplete pass, and Eckenrode is hollering for a flag.
He
and
was mauled.
he didn't get it.
He was mauled.
He got mugged down there, didn't he?
Well, you know, I mean, you're not supposed to go through him to get to the ball. I mean, he's in place. He has the right to that piece of real estate, and there were two guys trying to come from behind him.
3rd and almost 10 now.
My goodness gracious.
Yeah, that could have easily been a flag. But it wasn't.
It wasn't indeed.
3rd and almost 10. Gonna throw it again. Eckenrode to the right. Schweitzer to the left. That's Eckenrode.
Got him.
Complete pass.
He's
Down to the 11.
not quite the first down.
He's short of a first down by a yard. About a yard to go.
Wow, this is an interesting one. I mean,
4th and 1 here.
does Mark Tony be a power eye?
Mark Tony and Steve Orts both in there, double tight ends. Yeah. They got all the beef up front now.
Double tight end to the right here.
4th
Power eye
down play.
with Tony, part of the power.
Watch where Mark Tony goes. That ball is going to follow him. And crosses the 10. Let's see where he marked it. That looks like a first down there. Tommy Lee carried the ball.
Boy, that's spotted.
He got in Mark Tony's hip pocket.
Needed to be. I mean, some of the hand players need to be a little bit lower, going in on the power play.
They're going to measure, but that's going to be close.
It is going to be close. To me, it should be. Yeah, just half a football.
First down hand.
First and goal as well.
First and goal at the 9.
Inside the 10.
Boy, this has been a tough series of first downs.
Been very, very few blowouts between Hand and Notre Dame. I mean, last year I think Hand lost 20-0 or something like that, but well, not last year, the year before, whatever it was.
First and 9, and they're going to have 3 receivers to the left. There's Tommy Lee coming back this way, a delay to Belmont. Belmont breaks through. Belmont takes it in the end zone.
All right, what some good blocking down there. Stevie Orts doing a great job. Sully doing a great job.
Co-captain Albert Belmont takes it about 9.5 yards for Hand's second score with
Jimmy Sullivan did a really nice job down there.
With 3:45 left in the third quarter. That was a tough, grinded out series, Frank. But they got there. They got there with it.
They did indeed, and part of that, again, was started with the...
They let that go.
There's a kick up by Andrew Davis. Good. 14-0. Hand leads Notre Dame West Haven.
Yeah, that started again from that interception of the pass by Ryan Crisco.
That's right. That's where they started, wasn't it?
Back around the 45-yard line. It was a tough one. Nice job by a bunch of guys. All right. Rock and roll time, Kent.
Andrew Davis ready to kick off again. And Hand's drive that time was started by an interception by co-captain Ryan Crisco. Ended up in a score, a 9-yard run by co-captain Albert Belmont, and it's kicked this time shorter down to about the 23 this side, and he's going to be stopped about the 35.
Whoa! Yes, flag, yes, personal foul. And he put his hand right inside of Ryan's face mask. I saw him.
Crisco.
Nicely, get him out.
I saw the kid put his hand right inside Crisco's face mask.
Did Crisco bite anything?
I don't know. Looks like the kid that did it too has got a cramp too, but
So that's going to be marked off against Notre Dame West Haven. Personal foul, out of bounds.
Personal foul on Notre Dame.
Stiff arm inside the face mask, huh?
Oh, man. I mean, it was, well, it wasn't. It was a punch is what it was. He literally punched him. He was pulling him and punched him.
Start just across the 20. And they're going to run to this side.
Got him.
Got a little bit of yardage. Neislich is in on the tackle.
Nice. Walker.
Walker there.
The strolling Walker.
And
Carried by
McMahon.
Rusty Patterson.
My mother uses a walker, but it's not the same kind of walker.
That's that Scotch-Irish McMahon.
That's East Ireland or West Scotland, something like that.
We don't know if he's Scotch or Irish, so he's going to be Scotch-Irish from now on.
Scotch-Irish, still part of the Irish Rovers anyway.
Toss.
Second down and 7.
Got
Run
him,
to the
got him.
right.
Nice, nice. Little bit of a game.
A lot of defense
Yard and a
there.
half,
Two,
too.
2 yards.
Carried by Brendan McDonough.
All
Third
right.
down for Notre Dame.
Matt Hamber coming in.
Matt Hamber in. Matt Gordon out.
Yeah. And Hamber's a junior. Good to see him in there getting some more time.
Trips, 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 trips. Trips.
3 receivers to the right.
We don't have enough guys over on the far
Right,
side, I
good.
don't think.
And it's
Yeah.
an complete pass. First down to the 36.
And Mark Toney doing the tackling.
Play for all, complete to Rusty Patterson.
Somehow we've got a little bit of a.
Notre Dame first down.
They've gotten several first downs over on that side of that nature, so.
Tony frequently is blitzing the quarterback, but that time he dropped back in coverage.
Dropped back in coverage, and he needed to because you could tell they had 3 guys going out, and we only had 2 deep men.
Now they got 3 receivers to this side.
They're
Going to
running
run this way. And got some room to run.
Nice.
Good short tackle there by
Nice
J.J.
breakdown.
Johnson.
J.J. breaks it down, stands his ground,
J.J. Johnson.
takes him down. Nice job by the Double J.
Bring up second down and 5. We're down to a minute and a half left in the third quarter. And has just scored their last possession to make it 14-0. But this Notre Dame team is dangerous down to the end, Frank.
Absolutely. Looking wide again.
Second and 5. Quarterback looking to throw.
Get some time.
Rolling right. Now he's going to throw across the middle.
Oh.
Almost knocked in the air.
That was pickable.
Neislich was looking for that ball after it got knocked in the air, but couldn't reach it.
Play for all.
Had some pretty good coverage on the quarterback in the pocket there. He started to slide outside the pocket and put some pressure on him. No, it is a new quarterback. Yes,
Third and 5.
new quarterback.
I would expect another pass here. Quarterback straight back. He'd been pursued, and he just unloads it. Orts and Davis were right in on the quarterback.
Ball incomplete. Fourth down, Notre Dame.
He
man.
threw that one. That was a desperation pass.
That sure was.
So you didn't lose 15 yards.
I mean, Orts and Handy Andy coming through on that one.
Orts from a down line position and Andrew Davis from a linebacker position. Gave the quarterback no chance to complete that. Eckenrode back to return this punt. We have a minute 3 left in the third quarter.
Timeout on Notre Dame.
Timeout Notre Dame before they get the kickoff.
Careful, coach. Careful.
Timeout,
They were
Notre
going to
Dame.
go run a play. They were going to run a play.
You're off, right? Now we're ready for the fourth down play. We weren't sure that the Notre Dame kid was going to kick that ball. Dan Brunt Matt Gordon in there. Good
Oh,
kick.
now there's a
High kick. Fair catch by Eckenrode down at the 20.
That was a kick.
Michael High.
41
Nice
is 9.
high spiral.
A 39-yard kick, no return. Beautiful spiral, picture-perfect kick, basically.
And we get to deal with the light standard again.
Yeah, for about 55 seconds. Or thereabouts until they turn around and go the other way. Then we hope we have to deal with it again because we're deep in the enemy territory.
And Fodor gives it to Tommy Lee. And Lee brings it out. Pretty good run.
Got another 8.
About an 8 or 9.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's been kind of tricky. It seems like he hasn't done too much. He's had a couple of 8-yarders, and he had that 26-yarder. So a few miscellaneous other ones. He may be up, you know, fairly well up over 50, 60 yards, and hasn't seemed like that.
Gained about 8. We're down to about 25 seconds in this third quarter. That's Belmont.
He's got a first down.
Got the first down. Across the 30.
I think he placed his cleats right in the middle of Billy Drew's back and then hurdled the rest of it. Well, that was a pretty good springboard.
Drew got footprints up his back.
I think so.
Clock is running. I don't think they'll get another play off before the end of the third quarter. Down to 5 seconds and running.
Billy Drew, the youngest
So
of the...
after 3 quarters, it's going to be 14-0, Hand leading Notre Dame.
That marks the end of the third quarter with the score.
For play. Hand with a first down at the 35. Oh, and that ball's fumbled. Ball is fumbled on the ground.
Jeez.
Who's got it?
A little anxious to get out of there. Holy mackerel.
That ball was fumbled and he gained 2 yards.
Recovered by Ryan Fodor. Second down.
Woo. We still get about a
Second
yard
and
a
8. Yeah, he gained 2 yards.
Not a
on
bad
that.
trick.
That ball kind of popped in the air on him. Don't need a turnover here.
You bet.
Second and 8. Fodor pitches it to Lee going to the right. Lee's trying to turn the corner. Gains a couple.
Ball carried by Tommy Lee, tackled by Michael Maratea.
Ball's going to be right about the 40. Third and a long 4 here.
Third and a long 4. From the 40.
Yeah, let's get a little button hook pass here to somebody. Safe pass.
Something we haven't
Got
seen.
the 2 receivers to the left, Schweitzer and Eckenrode.
Well, for Riley,
Fodor rolling this way. He's looking to throw this way. Complete pass to Eckenrode. Eckenrode trying to avoid a man, and he does, and gains another 5 yards. Down to the 40, 48.
Nice job. First down across
First
the 50. And that was a good pass and catch again.
Eckenrode not only caught that ball, but he did a good job of spinning around and picking up another 5 yards.
Well, yeah, he could have taken the easy out and just kind of gone out of bounds, but he said, no, I think I can juke this guy a little bit. The other man was fast. That was Rossi Patterson. Did a good job getting at least a hand on him and didn't let him get away, but 5 more yards.
Ryan Fodor hands off to Belmont on the delay going right.
No, not enough.
Trying to go right.
Ooh.
Not much there. Gained a couple.
It looked like there was going to be a lot more to it, but the green jerseys just got in the way.
These kids are pretty quick on the Notre Dame side.
Yeah, they do. They move very well. Boy.
This is a kind of football game for the tough guys.
It is. It's a tough one.
3 receivers left for Hand. 2nd and 7. Fodor rolling. Avoids one man.
Tuck it down.
Now he's going to bring it down and run it down to the 40.
And he'd be third and about 1 yard.
Got a yard and a half to go for a first down.
1 yard.
Well, you know, one of the
And
tacklers.
Notre Dame man that was trying to tackle Fodor is getting up very slowly after that one.
Yeah, he's not even getting up yet.
We have an injury timeout for Notre Dame man. We'll take a break. They're down about 2 for hand.
You know,
Down to the 40, right?
yeah, it is. And Ryan Fodor has really learned how to really give a lick. As he's getting about ready to be hit, he gives as good as he gets, I'll tell you that.
He gave better than he got on that one.
You bet he did.
And that's Belmont trying to get the first
And
down.
he's got it.
And should have it. Should have it. He's down to about the 37.
37, 36 maybe.
That was Albert Belmont on the carry. First tip by
That was a nice job.
DJ Hopwood.
At first, again, it looked like he was going to get into trouble, but he bounced a little further outside. Made it happen. Good job.
Well, every high school football team needs a big kid that can run hard and run over a few people.
You bet.
New set of downs. Belmont will get it again. There goes Belmont up the
Sheesh.
middle. Nothing.
The guy's closing down too much.
Not a
That's
thing
that big
there.
number 75 that just absolutely closed that hole off.
Not a thing.
Ball carried by Albert Belmont.
Number 75 is a player. I say we'll see him next year, and then I mean, if he keeps everything going the right way, that's John Moffitt, 6'4", 300 pounds. He's a player. He'll be at the next level someplace,
Second and almost 10.
if he wants to be, of course.
Fodor looking to throw. Good protection.
That's right,
Got a
sir.
man over there. Incomplete pass. Can't hold it. Made a dive for it. He would have been short of a first down.
Pass from Ryan Fodor intended for Sean Schweitzer falls incomplete.
Well, it's 3rd and 10, but this is 4th down territory down here.
Well, we're down to 8.5 minutes left in this ball game.
Play-
Man needs to keep that ball moving and
Yeah.
keep that clock moving now. They need almost 10 yards.
They do. 10 yards and 35 inches.
Fodor rolling, and he's now he unloads, throws it out of
okay.
bounds.
All right.
Throws that one over in the cheap seats.
That's okay.
Pass from Ryan Fodor is thrown out of bounds.
That was very heady ball play by him.
At least he didn't take a big sack.
Oh, yeah, and he was in potential for that. Well, they may pooch kiss it. Let's see, Ryan Neislick's on. So maybe they'll...
Isaac's on the kick. The ball is spotted at about the 36, 37.
Yeah.
J.J. Johnson on the right side is the gunner over there. He's going to either try to aim for the sideline or kick it high.
There you
Gonna
go.
kick
Nice
it
job.
high.
Oh, come on, down it right there.
And it's going to be
Shoot.
down at about the 13, maybe.
That was Dave Germain on the carry.
I think the hand player down on that ball didn't know whether the guy had called for a fair catch or not.
By Andrew Davis.
Otherwise, he could have just nailed him.
Andy Davis makes the tackle down there at the 13.
12-yard line.
Now the defense.
And it's
He will get tested.
Very tested because, again, they have to get up in the air, I would say. Yeah, you got Patterson coming out on this side, and then number 32 on far side. 32.
They're going to
Haynes.
throw. Looking to throw left, and
Get him,
somebody's got a hold of him. Oh, that may be.
Yes!
Oh, he called him down.
Oh, man. He called him down. The whistle blew. Otherwise,
Tackled inside the 5-yard
that
line.
was...
That was
Up in
just
the
about
air.
an interception and a touchdown for him, but
See, that's one of those forward momentum, which is where he was. And the player was trying to get him back in the end zone for the safety, but
who was that had a hold of him? Did you
I
tell?
missed it. I really missed
I
it.
can tell you there.
At the angle and everything, and
Second and very long, a ball at about the 3, and they're going to run up the middle and not get much.
I think he got out to about the 5 or 6.
Got out to the 5.
third down. And about the 6, it looks like the spot will be. And they've got to make it to the 24.
Ball carried by Brendan McDonough, tackled by
So,
the center of the Daniel Hand line.
Third and long.
About 18.
Clock is rolling. We're coming up to 7 minutes
Third
left,
and
Frank.
18.
Don't want to let him out of here if we can
Third
help
and
it.
long.
Defense has really got to push.
Gonna run left. And that
That's
one's
not going to get him
very
anything.
far. Gains a yard or two at most. Bring up fourth down. You'll have to punt out of the end zone.
Well, see, the last thing he wanted to do was put it in the air, I think, down to that end of the field and
Fourth down,
risk
Notre
an
Dame.
interception, you know. Clock still
The
runs.
enthusiasm seems to have gone out of the Notre Dame
Doesn't it,
players
though?
just a bit.
Yeah. Well, and none of the fans, too. You know, it's just a very strange field here. The whole look of the field and everything. And again,
Second road back to return. He's dropping down to about the 40.
and
This
he'll
kid's
let
a
the
pretty good punter.
He is, but Eck will let it drop and just.
Almost blocked.
Oh
It's
man,
gonna
look,
go
it's
out of
going to go out of
bounds
bounds.
At
Yes.
about the 33,
Yeah.
32.
Very, very good.
Good shape for hand.
I was just going to say, you know, the handband behind the goalpost down here is another element that makes it different out here at this field. But, you know, a win is a win and a loss is a loss. So whatever way you come out of it, you want it to win. You don't care then at that point. But
Hand would like about a 5 or 6 minute drive here. They got 6:06 left on the clock.
you'd like to be able to put some points on the board at the end of this, and you need to get some first downs.
That's Tommy Lee going off the right side.
That was Tommy Lee on the carry.
There's absolutely nothing right up over the center out there. You know, between the tackles, you can't get a thing.
Tommy Lee, no gain. And I noticed that Tommy Lee is going to be at the bookstore downtown signing books.
Same Tommy?
I,
That's right.
somebody
Tomorrow.
asked me if he was going to bring Pamela Anderson along, and I wasn't sure.
I don't think they're an item anymore. Oh,
Fodor
Fodor.
still got it, go on the
go!
far side. And he's going to stay inbounds down to about the 27.
Ryan Fodor, first hit by David Rua.
It's going to be third and about 5, 4.
Third and 5.
Third and 5.
He stayed inbounds. The clock's still rolling down to 5 minutes.
I'm going to go under it before the play is off. But again, you want to get that first down. And again, it should be the part where that defense is getting worn down a bit if you keep on pressuring them and making them work. Trips this side, though.
3 receivers over here. Now Tommy Lee's going back the other way, and the ball's
Jeez.
fumbled. And Notre Dame may have that one.
Fumble by Ryan Fodor.
That's 3 of them.
Notre
tonight.
Dame recovers
Recovered by Notre
at the
Dame.
25.
That fumble recovery was by Marcus Smith.
The only good thing about that possession was it did eat some time.
Yeah, it sure did. But boy, oh boy, I mean, three miscues on the handoffs that way. Don't see that very often. You don't even see average 1 a game that way.
Notre Dame's got a lot of receivers out.
Yes, they do, and they've got to get up there. Want to pressure
Looking
them.
to throw.
Pick it, yes!
Intercepted by Sieb.
No, that's
No, Lutz.
Mikey likes it. Lutz gets it back for the Tigers.
Thrown, intercepted by Mike Lutz.
Mike Lutz.
And that's
Picks
one
it up.
thing that Hand has been able to do this year. Every game, we get a couple of interceptions, quite timely ones, as a matter of fact.
So that turnover comes right back to Hand.
Yep.
4.5 minutes left in the game.
So you turn it over one way, get it back, so we get a fresh 4 downs at this point.
That pass was a bit of a rainbow, and there were a lot of white shirts out there, so it's not surprising that somebody picked that off for Hand. Now they'll pound the ball at Notre Dame just a little bit.
Belmont and Lee,
Albert Belmont,
tight end
the
right.
fullback. Lee is behind him carrying the ball. Lee gains a yard, and that's it.
Carried by Tommy Lee.
About-
Tackled by Marcus
That's
Smith.
about it. 1 yard, no more. Chris Gibbons throwing a nice block in there at that time. but, you know, it filled in just very, very quickly.
The consistent thing for Hand most of the year, maybe you can't say that about the Xavier game, but is their defense. They have not let the other guys score tonight.
So far.
Floater looking to throw it.
Jeez.
Oh, he's a good man over there. And a beautiful catch. That's Schweitzer, I think.
Beautiful.
Sean Schweitzer laid out and made a dive, caught the ball.
Oh, Shawnee boy.
First and 10 Hand on the 12.
Nice job out there.
First and 10 on the 12. So they didn't just sit on it, Frank.
No,
They
they
were running
did
into the
not.
middle of the line.
I was absolutely shocked at that play, as a matter of fact.
Well, they got a good enough passing game this year
Well,
that they
really
can do that.
And that keeps the
That was a pretty safe play.
It was.
Nobody was going to catch that but Schweitzer.
keeps the defense honest.
Now they got a tight formation. That's Davis coming around. Davis going off the right side down to about the 10.
Yeah, you get 1.5 yards, 2 yards out of that maybe.
Yeah, I give him about
Shoot,
3.
I don't know.
That was Andrew Davis on the carry, tackled by Marcus Smith.
It's possible to get a first down, of course.
Yeah, they could get a first down about the 3, it looks like.
Check that. That tackle was by Rob Santoro.
Now we're inside of 3 minutes left in this game. Hand leading 14-0, and they have the ball. Second and 8.
Oh, Ryan
Floater
keeps it. Nice.
still got it. Coming this way, tripped up in the backfield for a loss back about 16.
Tackled by Rick Montgomery.
Clock keeps going, though. Clock keeps going. That's the important part. I do want to say, if people are interested, that you can start following the tournament possibilities now for all the divisions on the CIAC website, which is CAIC, when you go looking for it out there. And under football, sports, and then football, it's linked up.
They're in about 15. Floater's looking for the end zone. And he's
got
looking for Eckenrode. Eckenrode knocked down at about the 3.
A very, very good play. It was readable. I mean, again, from a defensive side, you could read that all the way, but nothing much you can do about it now. Is Andy Davis coming in?
Andy Davis is coming in the game. Is he going to try a field goal?
All right. So what do we have here? The 20, the 19, maybe
That's Shaw.
29.
Going to be the holder. Drew, the snapper.
About
Ball
a
put
30.
down about the 24, make it a 34-yarder
yep,
for
34.
Andrew Davis.
Oops.
High snap.
Nice. He's got it.
And got enough distance. Good.
Nice Very, very nice job. That's his
34-yarder.
third field goal, if I remember right, of the season.
Yeah.
Doing a great job kicking out there. Remember from Derby where he kicked the field goal, ran a touchdown on a pick. Let's see, ran a touchdown, and then also the extra points. Did a lot of work in that game. Handy Andy.
With 2 minutes left, that's almost as good as the touchdown. The other guy's got to score 3 times now.
That's right.
We'll take a break with 1:58 showing on the clock. Hand now leading Notre Dame, West Haven, 17-0.
All right, for instance, right now, let me give everybody a little idea. Hand is in the single M division this year, as they were last year. Now, we played Paparong, if you remember, in the semifinals. They've moved up to the double M division. But right now, there are 6 teams tied with no losses. It's Ledyard, Daniel Hand, Seymour, Brookfield, Berlin, and Weaver. So there are 6 teams without losses so far. Hand is number 2 on the point count.
Andrew Davis hits a ground ball over on the far side, and it's returned to about the 35, and that's it.
And that was nicely done out there. The Crisco kid, the co-captain.
Frank, what I thought was interesting about the Class M, there are a whole bunch of teams that have no losses or only 1 loss at this point in the season.
That's right. Now the points, Ledyard's on number 1 so right now with 125 points average. And Daniel Hand's 124. Seymour's 124. Brookfield's 123. Berlin's 120. And Weaver 118.
Steve Orts after the quarterback, and now Mark Tony is over there looking for him. Incomplete pass. Lutz in on the coverage.
I just get such a kick out of Orts getting out after the quarterback like
He
that.
really makes the quarterback move, doesn't he?
Oh, he wants him so badly. And remember him running down
Yeah, from behind.
From behind that Cheshire running back. I mean, the only hand kid, and he came from way behind across the field. And you just saw he had the determination to do it. He turned on the speed.
And with 3 down linemen there.
And
oh, there's the
a
opening.
little draw.
Big hole. Got a first down and more up to the midfield.
As the clock moves. Now they'll have to stop it for the chains.
Ball carried by Brendan McDonough. That's a Notre Dame first
But anyway, we just talk about that tournament because it is kind of fun to start watching that. Also watch the other teams that we're against because we love to go into those with the semifinals and finals now. You get those 2 extra games if you can make it.
We're down to a
Get a
minute and a
little
half
pressure.
left in this game. And Orts, did you see what Orts did that time? He started to go around his blocker, and the quarterback wanted to step up, and he cut on the other side and gave the quarterback no place to go.
It almost looked like Stevie was trying to dance with the other guy a little bit there. You know, shall we dance? Boom, 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 boom.
He did the cha-cha
He
there.
did that cha-cha.
Minute 24 showing on the clock. 2nd and 10.
Call Stevie Orts twinkle toes out there at that point. Love watching that guy. Here, he's got him right there. Oh.
And that play gains about 2 yards.
Brendan McDonough to carry.
It's also like last year when Orts had that interception himself. What have I got here?
We got Ryan O'Sullivan there in the middle of the line, 58.
Another one of the Irish Rovers.
There goes Orts out, and thought McMahon was going out, but I guess he's back in.
Who's took over Orts' place out here?
Some fresh players a chance to play a little bit here.
Oh, need some pressure.
Quarterback looking to throw, now
They
he's
got
being
some.
pursued. And that's Soderstrom after him. Ball is
Intercept.
high in
No.
the air.
Close.
3 hand players knock it down.
Pass intended for
And all 3 hand players had position on the Notre Dame player with less than a minute to play.
That's 87. Kyle Murphy actually got his hand on that ball. Haven't mentioned his name tonight. John Johnson was there. And Mike Lutz. Kyle Murphy was there. 79 is in the middle of the line. Viraj Keshwala. I hadn't mentioned his name yet.
Yeah, he was in earlier
Yeah,
on
really?
special teams.
Luke Soderstrom's 81. 4th down play, Frank.
With some
Looking to
pressure
throw. Soderstrom's holding his ground. Now he unloads. Complete
on
pass.
First down.
First down. Complete pass.
Complete to Rossi Patterson.
Mikey Lutz didn't like that very well. He cushioned him, gave him a lot of cushion, but he did bring him down, didn't let him get any advancement.
And Ryan O'Sullivan was right there. But we're down to a half a minute left in this game.
And counting.
And running. First down, Notre Dame, West Haven. Got 3 receivers the far side.
And does have a lot of new players in there.
They're going to run left in a big hole. Finally, he's wrapped
Nice.
up. Yard or so short of a first down. Next
Yeah.
week, Hand plays a home game against East Haven at Strong Field on Friday night. And this is a great win. This was six straight victories this year, Frank. That assures a winning season.
Yeah, you know, it's Hand is ranked number 2 in the state right now, and I always get nervous when I see things like that. But the Hartford Courant, writing up the game, said just another huge SCC game for Tigers. And that's right, it is huge because Notre Dame is an L school. It's big, always competitive, but it's a way, you even seen some quotes by the coach that he hasn't been real pleased with a complete game yet from Hand, and they did a darn good job. Defense did a great job.
And here we are with only 9 seconds left. Notre Dame couldn't score here, but to this point, they pitched another shutout.
Pitched another shutout so far with 9 seconds left, and we hope for hand's sake, that nobody gets hurt in 9 seconds. Just trying to make things happen here. Quarterback is being flushed. He's looking all over the place.
Being pressured now.
No good.
And it's knocked down, and that's the last play of the game. We'll close it up quickly from the top of the press box. This is Cat Sprague with Frank Tordoff. We got Josh Matty on the camera, John Woods, Steve Fuse. We'll say goodnight from Quigley Field, where Notre Dame West Haven is defeated by the Hand Tigers 17-0. Good night.
Good night, everybody.